Should we join Ed for Storytime? So what are we reading today?
Tonight we're reading Midnight Teddies by Dana Kubrick. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let's begin. Teddy had been Jessica's special bear for as long as he could remember. Wherever Jessica went, Teddy went too, and Jessica's favourite place was the attic. Jessica loved dressing up games, and she always dressed up like Teddy too. He liked that. What Teddy didn't like was to be left alone in the attic, but this evening, when it was time for bed, Jessica simply forgot Teddy. Teddy could not wriggle, nor twitch, nor move a single muscle. At least not until midnight, the hour when toys can come to life. To make matters worse, the trunk began to talk. Teddy distinctly heard it say, "Help!" It seemed a long time before the downstairs clock struck 12. Then Teddy felt himself shiver and quiver, and suddenly he leapt to his feet. "Help!" cried the voice again. Teddy had never heard of a talking trunk, but then he realised that it was not the trunk crying for help, but someone inside it. "Who's there?" To Teddy's surprise, out climbed two bears. "I'm Theodore," said the one in the sailor suit. "I'm Ned," said the one in the old-fashioned cardigan. Ned was coming unstitched in several places. "We're so glad to see you. We were put away years and years ago when our children grew up. It's been terribly boring closed in the trunk with no one to play with." "Well," said Teddy, "tonight we can play together." Because he was the bear of the house, Teddy led the way. Theodore and Ned followed him to the top of the stairs. Then they all went down, bumpety-bump, bumpety-bump, until all three had landed in a heap at the bottom. Clouds of dust flew up around the two old bears, especially Theodore, who sneezed. "A tissue! A tissue!"
Sponsored by Kleenex.
Teddy was alarmed. What if someone had heard the thumps and bumps and sneezes? Teddy took his two new friends downstairs. In the kitchen there were even more knobs and switches and handles. Theodore actually felt quite giddy with excitement. Teddy didn't notice Theodore clinging to the refrigerator door, and certainly no one saw the pot of strawberry jam, until, that is, it was suddenly all over the floor. Teddy was horrified. "Quickly," he gasped. The three bears wiped and mopped until there wasn't a bit of strawberry jam left on the floor. But then Teddy had decided the kitchen was rather a frightening place. "Let's go back upstairs," Teddy said, and the others agreed. They had had enough excitement for one evening. The next day, as soon as it was light, Jessica realised that Teddy was missing, and she ran to the attic. "Poor Teddy," she said, "I forgot you." Of course, Teddy couldn't say a word or twitch a muscle. Then Jessica noticed some fur peeping out under her dressing-up clothes. "Who are you?" she asked, pulling out the two old bears. "Your family bears!" Jessica exclaimed, and picking them up, she took all three to her room. There, Jessica brushed and sponged the old bears. She put their photographs on the wall and added one of herself with Teddy. And she sat the bears together on her bed. Already they looked like the best of friends. And so they were. The only thing that puzzled Jessica was that all three bears smelled faintly of strawberry jam. The end. What a beautiful book.
This has been Storytime with Ed.
Thanks for tuning in.
Good night, Moon.